Hello guys, happy Friday. All right, straight into it this week. I'm going to give you a story about a couple of kids who have just finished uni and they've got a bit of money. They both make different choices, and what we're going to talk about, what we're going to show you is what are your choices costing you, okay? Let's have a look. Let's meet these two fellas. Tom and Brad. They're both 23 years old. They've just finished their uni degree. They met each other at uni. They became great mates. They've both started full-time work. They've got a job at the same place, earning heaps of money, more than they ever have. They're chatting to each other going, mate, I've just done my budget. Hey, me too. And they've figured out they both have $1,000 of money at the end of every month, right? How good's that? They've got more money at the end of the month than more month at the end of the money. This money is burning a hole in their pocket. So what are these boys going to do with their money? I have to move that so you can see it. Brad, he decides he wants a new car. So he goes down to the car yard, has a look around, finds the car that's just for him, right? Talks to the dealer sells him into everything. Sunroof, tinted windows, leather seats, low profile tyres, everything Brad could ever want. This car's going to cost him $66,000. And the good news is that for $1,000 a month, which is what he's got, he can buy this car. How good? Lucky Brad. It's going to take him 7 years to pay it off. He's going to pay 7.12% in interest. And fast forward all the way to age 30, 7 years later, Brad's got a car worth, say, $20,000. He's made $84,000 in repayments over that time. And that's it. Simple as that. Got a car which is, worth a fraction of what he bought it for. Tom, what about his mate Tom? Tom goes to his dad and goes, Dad, you've got no idea what this car looks like. Brad is a baller. Mate, Brad goes out on Friday night. He's flexing in front of all the girls. Dad, I need a car too. Okay, I've got to get myself a car. And Tom's dad looks at him and says, mate, if you go and buy a car like your idiot mate Brad, I'm going to kick your butt all the way to Jace's Friday wrap next week, all right? I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. I bought you a car a few years ago, and that thing is just fine. So you're going to keep your current car. How much money did you tell me you got? $1,000. Yeah, I've got $1,000, Dad. Brad's car's $1,000 a month. You should see that. Cuts him off there, and then he says, mate, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put that $1,000 a month into an investment, okay? Same $1,000 a month. How long's his car going to take to pay off? 7 years, Dad. Only 7 years. Great, 7 years. For the next 7 years, we're going to put $1,000 a month into an investment. And Tom's like, oh, you're the boss, Dad. Let's get it done. And that's what he does. $1,000 a month invested into an appropriate investment for the same period of time. He's going to earn 7% on his money. By age 30, he's going to have $103,000. Let's have a look here, fast forward for a second. Both these boys put in $1,000 a month, both for 7 years. Both contributed $84,000 over that time. Brad's car is now worth $20,000. Tom's investment, earning 7%, is now worth $103,000. But let's assume that Tom does nothing there, because that's what his dad said. All I want from you, mate, is $1,000 a month for 7 years. He goes and does that. After 7 years, $103,000. 40, 50, 60. He's got 204, 401, $788,000. Now, that's assuming that he does nothing and stops when he's 30 years old. Let me tell you what. I know, okay? He's not going to stop when he's 30 because now he's changed his identity. He's not a uni graduate who's got a full-time job and has $1,000 a month burning in his pocket. Tom is an investor, okay? And he's going to make decisions with his money on the fact that his identity is that of an investor. He's going to continue to grow wealth. But even if he didn't, he's going to get to age 60 with $788,000, assuming the assumptions that we've made, and he's going to be miles ahead of anyone else, who's done it. And there's a couple of takeaways that I want to explain, okay? First, the best time to do anything in relation to building wealth, reducing debt, is yesterday. The second best time is today, so that we can utilize all the time that we've got ahead of us. We want to use that much time. We want that distance between now and whenever it is, let's call it then. We want the distance between now and then to be as long as possible, because that's where the benefit's going to come from, the time, nothing else. Once you take action and you build belief in the results that you start to get, your identity starts to change. You have to trust me on this. This is a process that we're working through with you guys. You start to believe more about things that are happening. That belief changes your identity about who you are, and the decisions that you make start to be decisions based on the new person that you're becoming, which is more about building wealth, because that's now who you are, okay? And the third takeaway, I don't use words like baller and flexing, but Tom and Brad, they're 23-year-old kids. This is the language that they use, and I was pretending I was them. So that's that. Guys, the Friday wrap, there you go. A little bit different this week, trying to mix it up. Going to sort of keep this theme going where we have little takeaways every week about what we're trying to get across. I hope you like it. Again, any suggestions, anything you want me to, flex on or bawl about, let me know and we'll get it done. All right, guys, Friday wrap. Hope you like it. See ya.